guys, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. And today's video is all about you. Yeah, I went on Instagram and Twitter and asked you guys to make some assumptions. Whether it was about me or beauty channels or the beauty community in general. And y'all went all in on me, which is fun and fabulous. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Now, everyone that did give me assumptions, I will have their socials listed down below in the description box. So if you're not following any of them, I suggest you do, because they're all incredibly supportive and like really sweet people. So please give them a follow. If you're not already, you should be though. You should be. I'm just saying. All right, so let's get into this. I'm so excited. Okay, first up, we have Ms. Courtney, who gave me a whole list, ma'am. You gave me a whole list here, so let's just go through. Okay. First up, we have you love dogs and horror movies. Well, I feel like my love of bug is well documented over the years. So yeah, definitely love dogs. I'm a dog person. I vibe with cats sometimes, but like the cats that I vibe with the most act like dogs. Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a cat person. Like, they're just kind of stuck up. Dogs are just like, hi. Just big dumb animals. I love them. And horror movies, absolutely. I love, okay, here's the thing. I love horror movies, but I don't like the like slasher films. Like the Saw franchise lost on me. Not my thing. Not my cup of tea. I love like the spooky ooky. I like the jump scares. I like the Conjuring. You know, like ghost stories, stuff like that. I love those. Monster films, absolutely. I love those. Like vampires, werewolves, weird creatures, you know, like that stuff. I love those. But yeah, like I love horror movies, but like selectively. Does that make sense? Okay. Anyway, the next up we have you wanted to be a singer as a kid. I did, actually. Yeah, I wanted to be in a rock band. You know, like little kids, they like play pretend that like they have like imaginary friends and stuff like that. I played pretend that my friends were Guns N' Roses. I was that kid. I would like pretend that like I was like playing school, you know, like I was the teacher and like they were the students, and like Axel would always get sent to the principal's office. Slash was never paying attention. I had to get his attention. You know, like I was a weird kid. I was a weird kid. I was an only child though, okay? So like hence my very active imagination. I had to make my own fun. Yeah. So yeah, I did. I loved singing as a kid, and then I kind of never pursued it in school or anything. Like, you know, like they make you do choir, but then once you like you choose to do choir, I never chose it. I went band instead because I'm a geek. So I never really pursued any like actual like training vocally or anything like that, but I do love singing. I just don't. Basically. Yeah, like, I mean, like, you guys, you know, when I sign off, I was like, love you, boy, you know, but, like, yeah, I don't have any vocal training or anything like that. I love singing, and I always have, so, yeah, you nailed that one. Let's see, you love spicy food. I do, but here's the thing. My spicy is probably most, like, spicy food fanatics mild. Like, when I first saw this, I really thought about it because I was like, I don't like spicy food, but like at work, I'm always adding like spice to my food. So I was like, maybe I do like spicy food. I feel like most people wouldn't consider it spicy, but it is. I mean, it's spice, you know? I don't know. But yeah, I do like spicy food, but like not a lot. Not a lot of spice. Mild spicy, but that's me, absolutely. You love to read. I actually, this is embarrassing. I'm such a nerd, you guys. By the time I was in first grade, I had read every single book in the children's section of our library, like all the way up to like, you know, high school, or not high school level, middle school level books. So it was like kindergarten through like 8th grade level reading books. And it was a nice sized room too. Okay, like, yeah, I read every single book in the kids section of the library. So I went over to like the next room over that was like adjoined to the kids section, which was like periodicals, kind of like, it was like Encyclopedia Britannica. And yes, I absolutely did check those out and like read random facts about random stuff. I was that kid. There was a Greek mythology section, so if you can imagine a little like 8-9-year-old Lana reading about Hercules and like all of his stuff, you know, the Odyssey, that, yeah, I was a weird kid. I also would read my parents like Stephen King novels, which that should tell you what kind of horror movies I'm into. I love Stephen King. Oh my gosh, he's like insane. So yeah, I do love reading. You know, even throughout school, when I would get in trouble after I got too old to like get spankings, they would ground me from Nintendo and reading. And if I like was reading, I had to prove to them that it was for an assignment. I was that kid. So yeah, I got grounded from reading. True story. Next up, you don't like coffee. Okay, here's the thing. I do like coffee. I drink coffee a lot, but it's like iced coffees kind of thing, like very heavy with the sugar and the creamer and the flavoring. I don't really care for the flavor of coffee, but I need the caffeine. And also, PSL season is here. I've had one. I had someone go get me one. Yeah, I like coffee. I just, I have to put a lot of stuff in it because I don't like the taste of coffee, but I like drinking coffee. Does that make sense? I also like, I'll drink tea, but like, I'm very selective. Like, I like sweet tea because I'm from the South, but like in the winter time, I will do like Earl Grey just by itself, or I'll do like Earl Grey with honey if my throat's a little, but yeah, I drink more coffee than I do tea. And that's the tea, sis. Okay, next up, we have Shelby. And she just gave me one. And it's honestly very astute. You were the social butterfly in school. Okay, here's the thing. Like, you know how high school is very cliquey, you know? I was a nerd. First of all, I was in band. And all of my core group of friends were all in band with me. But, like, I was cool with, like, all of the other cliques in school. Like, I didn't really get invited to their parties or anything. But, like, we were civil. Like, we would joke around and stuff, like, in other classes and stuff. But, yeah, I was cool with everyone. I don't feel like I had any enemies or anything. I loved high school. People talk about high school like it was, like, the worst time of their life. And I'm like, I would absolutely go back. I would maybe do a few things differently. Like, for one, I would try out for, like, more drama stuff, but, like, yeah. I loved high school. I got along with everyone. I was nice to the weird kids, because I was like, if they're gonna go crazy and shoot up the school, I want them to remember that I gave them a candy bar at some point, you know, like, no, don't shoot me. I'm nice. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that wrapped up your assumption. I don't know. I was a social butterfly, but, like, I didn't get invited to a lot of, like, the big parties or anything like that, which I was also honor roll student and in band all the time, and so I had a lot of extracurricular stuff going on with that, so, yeah, like, I didn't go to parties. I studied, and my senior year I had a job full-time while doing school, so yeah, like, I didn't do a lot of parties or anything, but I was cool with everyone, and I had, like, a core group of friends, and we hung out and did stuff, so that. And then our last contestant on Assumptions Are Right was Savi, aka Color Me Crazy, and her first assumption was your favorite brands are indie brands, to which I have to say, am I that obvious? Like, I do a lot of promoting for indie brands. I love indie brands, and I love seeing them succeed. So, yeah, I absolutely, I will say my favorite brands are indie brands, because, like, they're just the coolest, you know? And, like, they're the ones, like, doing all, like, the cool, funky stuff and taking, like, the big risks because, you know, they can. And also, I feel like indie brands are better at being inclusive than a lot of the bigger brands because, you know, they have a better, what am I trying to say? They're more in touch with their users and their followers and stuff like that. Like, they listen to feedback and, you know, like, they really take everything as it is, whereas, you know, the bigger brands can afford to not listen to us because people are buying their stuff anyway and they don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like indie brands are smaller and they care more and they put more work and they put more effort into their brand than the bigger brands do. Does that make sense? Okay. And then last up, this one hit a little too home, my dude. Okay. You try to be as positive as can be because you had a hard childhood. You stop. Yeah, I don't talk about my childhood a whole lot on here, but yeah, I didn't have the best childhood. I'm just gonna say that. A lot of issues. So yeah, but you know, for better or worse, it made me the person that I am today. And while I don't like the way that I am sometimes, I do love me. So that. I wouldn't be me if I hadn't been through the things that I've been through. So there we go. Does that help? See, even with the talking about the crappy childhood, I'm still putting a positive spin on it. I have no right to be as normal as I am, you guys. Like, I know I call myself crazy on here a lot, but I've seen some things. Let's just say that. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, there was definitely some rough things, some things that a child should not be put through by their parents that I have been put through. Let's just say that. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, so very, very astute and very, like, deep observation. So thank you for playing along to Courtney, Shelby, and Savi. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. We'll do some more. I know, like, I've done some, like, questions kind of videos, but, like, I've never done, like, an assumptions video. And I was like, this will be interesting. And y'all went in. So thank you guys for participating. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to do some more of these because it's fun. All right, love you guys so much. And like I said, follow everyone that helped with this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye. There's that vocal training.